Okay, never mind. I lied. That video was only about 5 minutes long. Whatever. Here we go. Well, plenty of time now. Went in on Sunday to church and got to talk to a lot of people. It's really enjoyable because they make time just for you to hang out and talk and all that good stuff. So I've met a lot of fun people, and it's really relaxing and just a great place to be in. After that, we went out to another feria in Alcalá, another one of the towns, and it was just like the feria from last year in the sense of, it's like a big carnival, and there's food and games and rides and stuff to buy, and casetas with, little houses and, all that big carnival stuff. So we went out for the evening, and it was the last night, and so they shoot off fireworks at the end, so we got to stay and watch that. And I saw 2 people from last year too that I hadn't seen yet, which was really cool. And then we came back a little late, so I was a little tired going in on Monday, but as we had talked about with the company that had helped me find this internship, I had everything planned out that I was going to go in and talk to my boss and tell him how things were, and this is what needs to happen because I'm not learning anything, and this is how it needs to go, and I had these things planned out that I was supposed to say. But first thing in the morning, he's calling me into his office and saying, what hours do you work? I'm like, I'm here till 3. And he's like, yes, but when do you start? And I was like, when I get here, because I was supposed to start at 9 was the idea, but because I come with Nacho's mother, so that I don't have to take the bus, which is really, really slow and takes forever, and he had said, if you're a little late because, you're coming with her, that's not a problem. Like, we said that on the first day. And so he goes, you just can't show up here at whatever time you want. And I'm like, he's like, if you'd have just told me that, you had a problem because of the bus schedule or whatever, that'd have been fine, but you need to tell me. And I'm like, we did talk about that? I thought everything was fine. I've been coming here for 2 weeks at this time and never heard an issue about it. So I was like a little bit unsure about that, and then he was like, and you just can't, I didn't know you weren't coming on Friday. And I was like, it was fiesta, and I know not everybody took off on Friday, some people just took off Thursday, but on Friday, last week Wednesday, they sent me to the bank at like 11:30, and I had to make like go to 3 different banks, and it took me a long time because there were a lot of lines and stuff, and by the time I came back, my boss was gone for the day. And so, no, I didn't tell him because he wasn't there, that I wasn't going to come. And actually, one of my coworkers talked to me first about it. He goes, oh, you're not coming on Thursday, Friday, right? And I was like, well, no, I wasn't. I knew I wasn't coming Thursday because nobody is, but I was also planning on not coming Friday either because Nacho's parents were going away and they're wanting me to be here. And so it just made sense. And he was like, oh yeah, great, no problem. And I was like, he's like, oh yeah, I'll tell Pepe, that's my boss. And I was like, okay. And then Pepe's like, you just can't take off whatever day you want. And I was like, I told everybody else, but you weren't here. And he's like, well, why didn't you send me an email? I'm like, well, I didn't think about it. Nobody told me it was a problem. They were like, no, go, have fun. Don't worry about it. So I was like, what? And so and he was telling me, you got to treat this like a real job. And I'm here going, you want me to treat this like a real job? Then you got to give me a real job to do. Like, I was all this stuff that I wanted to say, and then he's saying all this stuff to me, and I just got really upset. And then I didn't really know what to say. And that was just really frustrating. And then, thankfully, at least for the afternoon, there was actually some little things that I could do to pass the time, which made me happy. But then Tuesday was like, same old again. And I was like, so I left because it was riding day, and I tried to catch the bus to take me over to the big bus station, missed it by seconds, then went on foot to the bus stop, trying to make it there in time still to catch the 3:30 bus as opposed to the 4 o'clock, and missed that one by seconds. And so there I am sitting on the bench, panting, watching the bus drive away. And so I'm still sitting there, and then this guy sits down, and he starts talking to me, and he's like, so he asked me something about the bus, and so then we got talking, and it turns out he works at a hotel where they are currently looking for at least 3 positions of people that speak English. So, long story short, he was like, send me your resume and I'll hand deliver it to my boss. And I was like, so I did, and he just emailed me back and said that he did it this morning, and so we'll see what happens, but I'm pretty hopeful. He was actually from Morocco, so he was like, no, I understand, it's just hard getting started, and if I can be of any help, sure, I'd be glad to do it, da-da-da-da. So that made me really happy. And before I started talking, I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, why did I come here, okay? 1, I came here to learn Spanish. And what do I lack right now? Speaking. Because I can listen, I can hear most everything, but I don't speak as much as I hear. So I need to speak. But do I speak in my job right now? No, not at all. Not at all, ever. So I was like, strike 1. 2, I came here to learn something. I'm not learning squat. I haven't learned anything. So I was like, strike 2. Okay, so let's see, why else did I come here? To enjoy myself. Not enjoying this internship at all. Okay, strike 3. One more thing. You're not paying me. And yet you're getting mad that I'm taking a day off that's fiesta. 4. You only need 3 strikes to be out, and I got 4. And then, having had all these options suddenly present themselves, I was like, wait a minute. I've got lots of options. I got this other thing that I've already applied to. I've got these. They've got things to do English classes. I can always do that. Hello? So then it was something crystal clear, all the things just started clicking, why am I still trying to do this? So, away it went. At that point, I decided, if I've got all these options, I gotta try something. So, this morning, I went in, and I told my boss, and I told him everything I pretty much just told you, and he was actually in agreement with me. So, that worked out pretty well. He was like, no, you came here to learn stuff, and if we can't offer it to you, then go do what you need to do, and good luck. So I was really appreciative of that, and away we went. So more fun was, let's see, also Tuesday, other than job stuff, we went for riding again, but this time we went on the bikes again, and we actually went all the way up, and went all the way back, and it wasn't as bad, because I'm getting better at being on the bikes. Getting more practice, even though it's off-roading still the whole way, which kind of makes me laugh, but yeah, so that was fun. I can also do horse stuff if all else fails while I'm here, so yeah, I've got lots of options. Other funny things, everyone here thinks I'm Spanish. It's great. There's always these people that are looking for you to do surveys, and you have to be Spanish to do it, and the guy stopped me, and I just kind of played along with it a little bit, and then went, oh, by the way, I'm not Spanish, and he was like, it's great. And another guy on the bus started talking to me, thinking I was a Spanish person, he thought I was a student, and I was like, no, and it really makes me laugh. So that happened. Today also, as I was walking around, after having talked to my internship people, I stopped to get I stopped in a cafe just because I could, and I got real authentic hot chocolate because it was cold today and raining, and what they say is if it's real, Spanish chocolate, you can lay your spoon on it and it won't fall through. It, the surface tension when you first get it. Oh, it's like drinking a melted chocolate bar, but not as sweet. It's amazing. I love it. So, yeah, that was fun, too. That was another one of today's adventures. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to another town and put in some applications there. And we'll keep going and keep pressing on and see what we get. But, I don't know, I'm not terribly concerned because either I could have, continued not learning anything and doing nothing at my internship, or I can do nothing here at the house and look for something better. So I decided to look for something better and at least have the hope of something better. And I'll let you know when that something better comes along.